Okay, this class is going to be about the future, and you're going to learn the differences between using will, be going to, and the present continuous. We use will when we decide at the moment of speaking what we'll do. For example, if right now I am hungry, so I'll order a pizza as soon as I get home. That means the decision was made right now, in this moment. So that means that, for example, if right now I decide that I want to go to Acapulco on vacations, then I would tell you I will go to Acapulco on my next vacations. If we use be going to, that means that instead of taking the decision in this moment, we already have a plan. So that means that we have an intention to do something and the decision was made before the moment of speaking. So using the same example, okay, if a few minutes ago I was hungry, okay, now in this moment I decided, okay, previously that I was going to buy a pizza, so I asked my mom, okay, I am going to order a pizza, would you like some? So that means that I already have the intention to do that. Okay, so that is the difference. Will, okay, you make the decision in this moment, and going to, or be going to, you make the decision before you are talking about that. And the present continuous is when we have an arrangement. That means that we already did everything that is necessary to do my plans or to go on with my plans. So we use the present continuous, like for example in the pizza sentence, it's I'm ordering a pizza today before my mom arrives home. So right now, okay, I arranged everything. I know that my mother wants pizza too. I know that I will order it when I get home, and probably I know who I'm going to order the pizza to. So these are the main differences between these three tenses. Besides that, okay, we can talk about predictions. Predictions can be used with be going to, like when in the picture, okay, what you can see in the sky. If you can see the sky is almost gray, the clouds are really dark. So I have evidence right now in this moment that something is going to happen. So I make a prediction based on the present evidence. So I use going to. It is going to rain because I can see that now. And if I make a prediction, but I am not sure because I cannot see any evidence in the present, any evidence now in this moment, then I use will. For example, I will win the lottery because I have no present evidence to use, and it's just like my personal opinion. The present continuous, it's hard to use it in English because talking about the future, because in Spanish we don't use it in the same way. So the present continuous is for future arrangements. Imagine that you can write in your agenda, like this one, the things that you're going to do in certain or specific moments of the day. So we're going to use it because we know exactly when the arrangements are happening. So I can say I'm having dinner with Richard on Saturday, or I can say I'm having a meeting on Tuesday at 10 a.m. or I'm playing tennis at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, because I know exactly when the actions will happen. This table is going to help you. I'm not going to explain it one by one, okay, but it's going to help you to know the structure of these three tenses. So you have will in the affirmative, negative, and interrogative forms. Just pay attention to the form of the verb, okay? It's with the base form, and the order in the questions is auxiliary, subject, and then the verb. The structure of be going to, okay, we use the verb to be, and is are plus going to, and the base form of the verb. You make the verb to be negative, and if it's a question, you just move the verb to be before the subject, and that would be your interrogative form. And talking about the present continuous, we use the verb to be in present and is are, but the verb goes with an ing form. If it's negative, you just add not, and if you make questions, again, you put the subject before, put the verb to be before the subject. And that way, okay, you form the three different tenses. So if you need to check this while you are doing your exercises at the end, you will come back and you can just pause the video to have the table with you. The last thing that we're going to cover in this class, okay, it's what we call verb patterns. This is related to some certain verbs that we use, and after them, okay, we use more verbs. What is that? For example, think about something you hate. So I hate doing exercise. I prefer doing exercise. I love doing exercise. So that means that all these verbs that we have in the first box, okay, after them, we're going to use a verb with the ing form. The ones that are in blue, okay, it means that they can be repeated. Okay, that means I can say that I started learning French. And I can also say that I started to learn French. I like swimming, or I like to swim. So all these verbs, the ones that we have in blue, that means that they can be used in both forms. The ones that we have in black, okay, it means all of them. This keep, enjoy, finish, mind, okay, we use them with the ing form, doing, and decide, remember, forget, etc. We use them with the infinitive with to. The next verbs, okay, these are the modal verbs. Okay, we always use them with the infinitive and no preposition. So I will do my homework, I might go to the party, and she must study for her exams. The next set of verbs, okay, the ones that are in blue, again, okay, it means that they could be used with both forms. Okay, if you notice, it's help. But in these cases, we're going to have an object. Remember, the object is the one that receives the action. So in this one, I can say that she helps her mother, that is the object, her mother, to clean the house. Or we can say that she helps her mother clean the house. But the ones that we have tell, ask, allow, teach, and pay, the ones that are in black, we only use them with an object and the infinitive with to. And make and let, we also use them with an object, but with the infinitive without to. So this table is going to help you a lot, okay, to understand when to use which form of the verbs. And that means, or for me, guys, okay, a suggestion that I can give you is to make meaningful examples to you. So for example, think about something you remember. Okay, so, or you need someone else to remember about that. Okay, so you can say, I should remember to do my homework. So that's the way that you're going to learn them in easier form, and it's going to be easier for you, okay, to remember which is the form of the verb that you need. So with this information, what you have to do, guys, okay, is work on page 41, exercise 9. You have a conversation there that you're going to copy on a separate paper, underlining the answers, okay, according to the instructions that you have there. And on page 103, you have a short exercise, okay, that is 5C. And what I need you to do is write the verbs in brackets in the correct forms. But you're going to copy all the sentence. Okay, so again, exercise 9, copy all the conversation. And page 103, exercise 5C, you have to copy all the sentences. As soon as you finish, please leave your exercises in my office. That should be before 4 p.m. for you to have an attendance mark. Thank you, guys. See you next class.